That's a fact. Our supporters don't listen to their lying so-called fact checkers, so we can create the news that suits our sponsors. Welcome to the highway to hell here in the USSA, the United Socialist States of America. Gas would only be $1.50 a gallon if not for that intrusive and unnecessary government regulation. America's greatest days remain ahead, for we alone possess a divinely granted, exceptionist destiny. Climate change is a costly, elitist scare tactic used to try to steal our precious national sovereignty. Good science can advance through slanted polls and soundbites just as well as via reproducible research. Industry studies reveal processed meats have health benefits beyond storing toxic fat for lean times. Politicians are not quietly fostering ignorance only because it keeps us easier to convince. The government's core inflation rate is a true indicator of price trends our families are experiencing. Real estate professionals bring true expertise and a desire for a better world to their unselfish work. Corporate strategies are rooted in a deep patriotism and great concern for citizens' long-term welfare. Free markets can ensure species preservation via setting high prices on such items as ivory and tuna. Our lovely planet can comfortably support 10 billion people with but a few minor agricultural tweaks. Liberals plan to take away our guns and give up our cherished freedoms to that pagan United Nations. We absolutely must continue to outspend the world combined on defense or risk foreign domination. Medicare death panels already have prioritized lists of grandparents to be put down by government doctors. It's only the far right that has succeeded in stopping any and all efforts at political compromise. Continually retrying failed socialist policies, hoping for better results, is a hallmark of liberal madness. Though their contributions are not financially measurable, CEO compensation must increase annually. Chronic budget reductions can be sustainably overcome via volunteerism and doing more with less. Air is free, a fresh water supply is a God-given right, and the oceans must stay open to all for profit. Our reasoned evolution of belief is the very opposite of the hated political enemy's cowardly flip-flop. Industry-financed drug research exemplifies how market forces efficiently affect safe self-regulation. War is a genetic and moral imperative. Besides, it's a lucrative and permanent economic opportunity. Tax cuts, social program reductions, and deregulation will suffice to get our country growing strongly. Globalization allows multinationals to provide us with cheaper products and good jobs for foreign peasants. A worldwide elite conspires to tithe our precious sovereignty to a godless Eurohive of failed socialism. LGBT behavior is a lifestyle choice which can be unlearned given the proper spiritual environment. And truly, the fight for gay marriage ranks right up there with women's suffrage and Negro civil rights. The feds fund stripper training in Chicago and teach New York City pimps to write off employee meth benefits. Ranchers are right to demand predator control so that their welfare cattle can trample public lands. And any tax increase on the rich completely robs them of their priceless job-creating motivation. Unlimited and anonymous corporate campaign bribes or donations are necessary to ensure our freedom of speech. Mandatory universal armament would ensure everyone's safety from that rare wacko mass murderer. The EPA, or Employment Prevention Agency, must be abolished along with all of its job-killing regulations. Recycling is a foolish waste of time which merely prevents market forces from operating efficiently. The return of the good old days of late last century is certain, given our people's boundless optimism.